allow the children. It's okay. It's okay. Off your mind. It's okay. She off your mind.
Chai! Now wow, people wey suppose talk truth to power don't off mic. And if we talk, now 500,000 they go summer us, call them hate speech. But fear not, my ego don't come. Ingo torchlight every corner, nooks and cranny of all these bad people where they spoil our country. So my people make we loud, oh yo yo. My ego don't come, oh yo yo. My people make we shout, oh yo yo. My ego don't come, oh yo yo. My ego don't come, man of the masses, oh yo yo. My ego don't come, oh yo yo. My ego diary politico, oh yo yo. My ego don't come, oh yo yo. This one not the off in mind, oh yo yo. My ego don't come, oh yo yo. And in the touchlight every corner, oh yo yo. My ego don't come, oh yo yo. Okay, some people be they holla say they want the power. Chai, them be promise us say we go get light and power. Them hustle sote they can't get the power. But now they know they do anything with the power. Every day, dollar just they get the higher power over naira. Still them talk say make we off mind. But thank God say my ego don't come. So my people make you loud, oh yo yo. My ego don't come, oh yo yo. My people make we shout, oh yo yo. My ego don't come, oh yo yo. My ego don't come, man of the masses, oh yo yo. My ego don't come, oh yo yo. My ego diary politico, oh yo yo. My ego don't come, oh yo yo. This one not they off in mind, oh yo yo. My ego don't come, oh yo yo. Person where they do evil, no one make person talk. Them say that my yegun, that man too they talk. He too they talk. Say my yegun diary, he they hot like pepper. But every day then they take money in bulk. Woman picking, they the street they hawk. Still them talk say make we not talk. But thank God say my yegun don't come. So my people make you loud, oh yo yo. My yegun don't come, oh yo yo. My people make you shout, oh yo yo. My yegun don't come, oh yo yo. Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Mayegun diary na he be number one. Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Mayegun diary na he be number one. Mayegun ti dé o ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú. Mayegun diary na he be number one. Lórí Facebook lórí YouTube. Mayegun diary na he be number one. Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Mayegun já wa sí. Mayegun diary na he be number one. Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o. Mayegun diary na he be number one. Bó bá ṣe eré àní Mayegun máa wí. Mayegun diary na he be number one. Ó sì tún ṣe eré wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o. Mayegun diary na he be number one. Mayegun diary politico. Mayegun diary na he be number one. Godfatherism kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Mayegun. Mayegun diary na he be number one. Ẹ farabalẹ̀ sẹ́ o kẹgọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu o. Mayegun diary na he be number one. Àní Mayegun làwa mọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Mayegun diary na he be number one. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Mayegun ti dé. Mayegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rákì. Mayegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Mayegun ti dé. Lórí Facebook. Mayegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Mayegun ti dé. Lórí YouTube. Mayegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Mayegun ti dé. Bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́. Mayegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ìgbádìyẹ. Máyégún máa wí. Àníyàn sọ́ra yìí. Máyégún ti dé. Bí pẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o. Máyégún máa wí. Àníyàn sọ́ra yìí. Máyégún.
Hello there. Welcome back. So good morning to you. If this is the first time you are joining us today, a good afternoon to you. And good evening to you from wherever you're joining us. It is Mayegun live. And welcome back once again to you brethren, dear Templars that were with us earlier. So, brethren, kindly read the description of this broadcast after reading the caption, of course. Then like it, share it, invite your friends, invite your not so friendly friends, and tell them that Mayegun today, Mayegun is live. So let us continue from where we stopped. Yesterday, or in fact, like 2 days now, the statement, the subtle threat to Peter Obi from the Edo State governor, the Okpebholo of Edo or Okpebholo. I'm trying to find the meaning of that word, Okpebholo. Anyway, where he said that he had to caution Obi from coming to Edo State without his approval. According to his own kind of like foot soldiers, they are claiming that the last time that Obi came to Edo State, to that school where he donated a check of 15 million naira, the one that triggered Okpebholo to issue that stand warning. So they said after that money, in fact, they described the check donated to the school as like cash that caused stampede after Obi left and some people died. They couldn't present anyone that died. They couldn't present this location where this stampede took place. But a lot of people have reacted to this in a way to say they know that the illegality of the APC, Egbekegbe, that is now kind of like unraveling, right, has always been like expected, but not in this manner, where it has gotten to an impugned stage where these guys fears nothing. They see themselves as the law. Reactions. Others have been calling on Tinubu to at least call him to order. As much as many others are, indeed, reminding the APC, Egbekegbe, that if anything happened to Peter Obi, it won't end well for them. In all these talks, Okpebholo himself has now doubled down. But first, before him, earlier today, that guy that said some of them have a deep-seated, deep-rooted hatred for Peter Obi and would not want him to come to their state again. Was that Janet Tenebe, their state chairman in Edo State? He was on, on TVC earlier, just before Okpebholo and others took it further. He went on the national television, of course, Tinubu's TV, where he repeated that statement. And it was at a point explaining the difference between love and hate on their national TV. Even the even the anchor, being the moderator, the host, tried to caution him, but he was like, no, I'm an extremist. I'm an extremist. So I'm not in between. I hate him and I wanted to know I did. And we can harm him. He didn't say that. Of course, you know that they don't have to say everything, right? Now listen to this part.
For staying the course on the program. Mr. Tenebe, let me get your reaction. She's talking about the fact that Mr. Governor's statement is full in hate. She's also talked about certain statements that you've made personally. Most importantly is the kind of intelligence that is fooling Mr. Governor's concerns, because she mentioned that it was a lie that 3 people did not die as a result of Obi's visit to Edo State.
Well, my governor is not Peter Obi, who lies. In the first place, the governor did not say the people died while Peter Obi was around. The people died when Peter Obi left, when they were sharing that 15 million he dropped. The governor was merely saying that somebody who said he does not have shishi. Where did he get the 15 million that he's dropping? That is one thing. So he didn't say people died when Obi was there. People died after Obi had left, when they were sharing that money that he gave to them. That is what he said. You see, when he said I made a statement that Peter Obi is hated, I hate Peter Obi. The opposite of hate is love. If I don't love you, I hate you. And I know I express myself, so I don't hide my feelings. I don't like Peter Obi, I still maintain it. I don't like him. And if I don't like somebody, I hate the person.
But hate is a strong word. You can dislike someone
love.
without hating them, really, Mr. Tenebi. If I don't love you, it doesn't necessarily mean that I hate you. I can dislike you.
No. That is, if the difference between hate and love is what you are saying, that being at the middle. I don't stay at the middle. I'm an extremist. I stay at the extreme. I don't like Peter Obi. I hate him. I have the right to like or hate. The Constitution of Nigeria is clear on freedom of expression. I can express how I feel about somebody. The Constitution does not say don't hate somebody or you don't have to hate somebody. So I can decide to hate or like somebody. Somebody who says...
Let us keep the conversation away from the hatred conversation away from TV because of how sensitive it is. But is the Edo State government concerned about Mr. Peter Obi's safety the next time he visits Edo State, whether or not he seeks approval from Governor Okpebholo?
You see, the rightful thing is to inform the governor that is coming. It is to inform the governor that is coming. I'll be in Edo so day, date, and time. Then they will provide security for him because he's politically exposed. And that is the normal thing that is supposed to be done. You must inform the governor that you are coming. Is he an enemy to the state? If he's not an enemy to the state, he should inform the governor that is coming, because proper security have to be provided. He is the chief security officer of the state. He knows the security situation in the state. He knows the volatile nature of the state. So if Peter Obi is coming, he should know so that he will properly advise and properly guided and proper security will be provided for him to guarantee his safety. The governor is not saying that his security is not guaranteed. He's just saying, inform us so that we'll be able to provide security for you. I think that's clear, and I think the governor is right.
All right.
Nuisance Lele.
Now, let us for a moment forget what you probably feels about the APC. Egbekebe. For a moment, just pretend that you are neutral. Do you really think that was appropriate by any standard? I know the standard has fallen beyond anything, and you just have no idea how more deeper and deeper they are digging. But do you really think that kind of expression on national television is appropriate in a country that has become more divided than ever in the history of Nigeria? Not Nigeria is so divided today than how Nigeria was divided during and after the genocidal war. Today, courtesy of the APC, characters like that, a party chairman of a whole state, a ruling party chairman of a state, went on national TV. I mean, it makes sense when he said Obi is a politically exposed person and it could be a target. Let's just, for the moment, just believe that they possibly have an intel and they wouldn't want anything to happen to Obi in their state. Okay? Which means the advice of inform the governor when you are coming here so that he can tell you what, is going on and possibly provide logistics for you. Now that may sound a little bit like, okay, yeah, that makes sense. But that is not the real intention. Normally, from my own experience and from what I have shared, seen so far, it will probably reach out to him. But there is more to it. Obedience in Edo State are considered a bigger political threat. The presence of Obi in Edo State for the political jobbers like this is a big threat. Despite the fact that his visit to Edo State was to support a school, they still had to go on to, somebody, Papa, went on national television to say he hated a man that came to donate to support a project in a nursing school in their state where they are training nurses. Then he went on to say the money caused stampede when they were sharing the money. When Obi left, when they were sharing the 15 million. Somebody, Papa, just to justify why he hated him. And millions of people saw that, heard him. Like you are watching and you heard right now, you are wondering, what the hell is going on? This is how much you can understand that the divisive rhetorics, the hateful rhetoric, the, the state of Nigeria right now is the complete creation of these politicians. They have managed over time to psychologically, socially conditioned people, right, to pick up their wars. So that's why you see today, when you see an average person that says, oh, hate Tinubu, he can possibly tell you why, because Tinubu's policies must have done him shaggy, right? Then somebody that is defending Tinubu will say, oh, is it because he's a Yoruba man? Okay, me too. I hate Obi. Now, everyone would now begin, as this one is finding reasons why he says, oh, I hate Tinubu. In fact, I want Tinubu to lose, all that stuff, right? As he's rooting, or she's presenting reasons why this other person who is a psychologically, socially conditioned, psychologically recruited individual will be looking for reasons to justify why he's also hating that person. Do you understand? That's what you have today. And politicians are playing these divisive roles, lead roles, in their utterances, conveniently without any consequences. All for political, for political power that never really serves the people. They say you can do everything to get power. But what you really do with that power matters a lot. And that is the dilemma right now. Okpebholo, a state governor, pronounced like a fatwa on a leading opposition leader in that country. And right now, the debate is either to just ignore them, because you would have to, or just wait if something happened to the person they are targeting, then they will see what we are going to do. This is the state of the contraption. So right now, Okpebholo has doubled down, and with a Wike, of course, has taken over. So, the Oshi-omo-ole, the real governor, the real puppet master. So today, Okpebholo said, if you think what he said to Obi is a threat, then so be it. Then he went on to blab here, blab there. If you can understand them, maybe you should read the comment as well, in case somebody might be doing an interpretation or subtitling for you. Siamo, Tidodo, your governor of Edo.
The dream of Edo line would have not been possible if I do not have a father like the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. The man who cares so much for Edo people and for the South. How can we thank him? Only making our son from the South, the Minister of FCT, against all odds, is enough for us to say thank you. Well, because of the rain, I'm not going to talk much. Even when they said I don't talk, just one word, one sentence, everybody was crying. I simply said, it's an advice. Don't come to Edo without telling me. Was I chewing hot yam? Do I need 1 + 3 to make my sentence? No! Do I need to read encyclopedias for people to understand what I'm saying? No!
Now governor where they walk,
my job
to follow. Okpebholo, Edo shine.
Edo people to save the life of every Edo citizen and visitors coming into Edo. Let me not dwell on things that are not relevant. This is not relevant. To Edo people, we have made our statement clear. I don't know which one is paining them. Is it because I said they don't have shishi? Do they not say they don't have shishi? So why are they crying?
As if they pray, in the sweet, as if they sweet, in the
Now, I went through the same process. I was advised when I came into Benin Airport by the then Commissioner of Police under Obaseki. He said, "Oh, you are here." I said, "Yes, I'm here." He said, "Please remain at the airport." I ignored that advice and I went out. Inside the airport, at the gate of the airport, my policeman was shot dead. Right in my eye, Inspector Akko. I have security report. I have advised the former governor of Anambra State. If he like, let him take it. If he like, let him not take it. If he like, let him dwell on social media. It doesn't concern me.
Here I am. So he doubled down, because when he rejected the former commissioner of police's advice, they killed his own security or the police orderly. For somebody who came to donate money to school. Right? So it is then believed that for the character involved, well, people shouldn't take that lightly. because it was also the moment for Wike to jump to the stage. It was turn by turn. So they were supposed to be launching Edo line, you know, a new Edo transport kind of company or revived transport company. That's what they went to commission, the bosses. That's why it turned to Peter Obi to visit Edo or not to visit Edo. And in that same breath, even Bokohari collected. We'll get to that stage. Let's get to that part of Wike, who also said, why is Obi acting? Obi never said anything. Let us kind of like, here you get, the guy never said anything. No. Now people just they react right now. But it's been addressed as the one behind, like, you have been advised and you have been angry. Right? So when Wike went on to say, if you like, you should take the advice. If you like, you shouldn't. Not everything should be politicized. Politicized. The guy hasn't said anything. Right? But it was like a real show. Instead of a kind of a side attraction for the meaningless congregation, so to say. He flew from Abuja for that. Now, with Wike,
I finished from office. I can tell you I go home anytime because the records are there to show. Whether you like me or you don't like me, the records are there to show. Just like your governor, former governor, each time he comes home, why did you not run away? Why do you not travel for 4 months? Nobody travels for 4 months. It's boring. If anybody tells you, I'm going on holiday for 1 month, it's a lie. It's because you can't come back home. And as Ayamo has told you, please, they are ready to support you so that you can be coming to Benin, so you can be going to Uromi, so you can be going to Auchi, and all parts of Edo State. Performance is not theory. Performance is go and see Edo line, go and see this road, go and see this road, go and see this hospital. That is performance. And that's why I said when you invited me, I said, I feel honored. I feel honored. I want to identify with you because I know you mean well for the people of Edo State. Let me tell you, leadership is not easy. As a leader, you're a dustbin. People will throw all kinds of things on you. If you're not a governor, nobody will be abusing you. But because you're the governor, that's why every time they will talk one thing or the other. I've watched on television of recent unnecessary debates. And that is why I say Nigerians forget history. When I was governor, when Peter Obi was coming to my state, he notified me that he was coming to my state. I provided logistics, vehicles for him to use. Because at that level, as a profile presidential candidate, if he does not tell you and anything happens, the governor will be held responsible. And people should stop politicking when the truth is being told. Obi, knowing fully well with their so-called coalition, anything can happen. They will accuse the governor that he was behind it. So the statement you made, you are quite right. You didn't say, don't come. All I'm saying, if you are coming, tell me, because I'm here to protect you.
We get you too much.
But people play, they give people money, they go to television, You have never told Nigerians, don't come to Edo, and you won't do that. But this so-called profile people who say they are big men in this political period we are in, we have to be careful. Some people can give you bad name, go and harm anybody, and then they will say the governor is responsible because he knows a coalition member is coming. So governor, you are right. You are right. If the man said he will listen to you, it's okay. You've done your own work. You don't need to be, people play to the gallery. This is not where a presidential candidate will be carrying to serve food. No. And you know, this is pretense. How long will you be serving the food? How long? As a president, then you carry food and be serving. And then Nigerians are laughing. Oh, humble. Who told you that humility? Who told you that? And you people give audience to that kind of a thing. And somebody will be telling you, as a presidential candidate, when I win as a president, I will use commercial plane. And you think he's telling you the truth. Which security will allow you? Which? We must tell ourselves the simple truth. And then, Mr. Choi, this man is humble. Nigerians.
Oh boy. I don't know how they all kind of feel. You all make them hate Obisha. I don't think Obi did anything wrong. When you listen to, when you listen to what Wike just analyzed there, he kept talking about him, like being humble, like being, decent, honest, this and that. That seems to be a problem. They turned this whole coming to visit a school to like a presidential candidate. Obi is not a presidential candidate anywhere. He's not even a presidential aspirant of anywhere. He came to Edo State to give money to a school for a project. And that wasn't his first, his second or third time in that school. And that is probably not his 30th or 40th times that he's been donating to some of those schools in Edo and other places. I'm just saying, how did that now move from donating to a school to stampede to all of you are saying is humble? Somebody is serving food. Is he going to be serving food when he becomes president? Like, why are you worried about that? Like, why is that a thing? It's quite crazy, though. I think you obedient, you actually make people, jealous, which they deny. They say a witchcraft, right? They say that jealousy, they grew to witchcraft. And usually people will deny jealousy. Why me? Jealous of you. What am I going to be jealous about you? Is it your shoes? Is it the car? How much is it? It's practically telling you what he's jealous of. You know that? What? Is it because everybody likes you? Is it because everywhere you go, people always like, that's what they are jealous of. I mean, I will now be jealous of you. Very funny, jealous of you. They may actually be even doing better than you. I mean, another aspect of life. But they are still jealous. Little things. So you guys makes that so, they say little things matters though, right? Now when you listen to these guys, whenever they are talking about Obi, they mostly talk about how those of you who are his supporters, the way you present him, even though what you are just saying is that he's a simple person, he's an honest person, and he's also not a thief. So they kept saying, no, he's not an honest, he's a liar. Why is he a liar? Because Egypt said it. No, I'm just giving you an example. So this is why he's a liar. Okay. Egypt did it. Generated electricity, over 40,000 megawatts of electricity in 5 years. So are you saying, is he now saying that he's going to do it in Nigeria? Can you imagine? And at the same time, he's telling them that he's going to do one term. CEO, he's a liar. Eh? He's talking about Egypt. He's talking about Egypt. Do you know that it took Egypt 5 years? And this God that says he's going to do 4 years. So how is he going to do it? How is he going to now? Is he going to just do it in 4 years? He's a liar. That's how Obi is a liar. You know? He left $150 million. Hold no pensioners. Moved the state from so to so level on number 1 in education. He's a liar. He did not build any school. Somebody that did not build any school. He did not build any hospital. You know those things, right? They are things that somehow, right? Not that because they don't exist, but they are things they somehow feel jealous of. Simple as they seem, instead of like elaborating and empty stuff, you know, when your policy changes the lives of millions, children especially, right? So they would rather want you to talk about constructing 2-kilometer road for 10 billion naira and still uncompleted. But they can see that you started the road, even though you didn't, somebody else should do it. They value that more. And it is deliberate. They would wish they have a system whereby every child in Nigeria, right, is covered in healthcare, education, and every other thing that they need to grow. Every child. Without you having to go to go and see the Lagos children, or go and see the Anambra children, or go and see the Imo, you know, like that. Or, oh, don't go to Zamfara, and stuff like that. Now, listen to this other part. Why is Obi serving food? And they made that look like he went to a program and he started serving food. They knew that it is not just that he went somewhere serving food. No. But why did you, obedient, makes it look like it's so special, the way you are presenting it, even though they have the images as far back as 10, 15, even 20 years ago, when he was doing the same thing. It's not that they didn't know, but to them it's like, why are you people always like, so are you expecting to come and serve food as president? Little things. Jealousy is that you. Even though they will tell you that, jealous of what? What is it that he did and all that? Anyway, let's with a wiki finish. There is more from there. They were commissioning or launching state transport business. And they seem to spend the whole time talking about Obi. You know?
Why you? You don't like people who will tell you the simple truth. When he was governor, was he serving food? Now because election is coming, I want to serve. Go and listen to him there. Go and listen to him. So, don't bother yourself. Stand firm in any decision you have taken. Stand firm. If they don't talk about you, then you're not the governor. Every day I wake up, nothing is said about me. I said something is wrong somewhere. So it is my business to keep Nigerians busy to be reading about me. So don't bother yourself. Go ahead. What is important is, do you have the support of your people? Yes. Well, once you have that, go ahead. People of Oshi-omo-ole is here. Former deputy governors are here. The speaker has told you, if you need more money, Call for supplementary. Who will give you?
Now governor when they walk, now in we they follow. I know it's shining.
Edo line has made a name. Let me tell you something. In 2007, for us to go to Abuja, we all fly Edo line. One of these days, and their drivers were specially trained. Specially trained. But 2007, on a Sunday, I was traveling with four of our guys. We are going to Supreme Court for Rotary and Merchants matter at Uromi on a Sunday. As we were heading to Abuja, around 2 p.m. in the afternoon, armed robbers blocked us. Armed robbers. I've never seen how men can be brave. This driver of a Edo line, very brave, very, very brave. In fact, we have all collapsed. You know what this driver did? Because of a training and experience, he did as if he had slowed down. And one of the armed robbers came with the gun. You know what he did? The way he used the vehicle, the armed robber jumped into the bush and took off. I will never forget that incident because there are special trained drivers in the Dodai. No transport system. In fact, it gave name to Edo. It's just like in those days when you used to have banded insurance. Edo line was a transport system that had its name. So you have gone back to the people of Edo. You can see people talking.
We will work with you to build a Nigeria that is not corrupt. I bring you a message of hope.
We are going to spend a lot of resources on education.
So Wike actually ended his speech even worse than the part you heard, but let's save time. Let's save the time. Now let's go to the turn of Oshi-omo-ole. Again, remember they were there to launch Edo line transport. You know, like their own, it was supposed to be their own BRT, but it's not. All right. So Oshi-omo-ole also used the occasion to remind everyone that until Wike came, in the last 8 years, it was more or less like there was no government at all in Abuja. You know, the uncomfortable truth is that he is actually right. But that doesn't mean that the Wike and his loudness is not because of his criminality of land grabbing and all that too. But we'll leave it aside. About a week ago, in fact, as recent as maybe 3-4 days ago, these guys, pretentious rogues, they were gaslighting us for reminding everyone that Bokohari was a disaster that paved way for this calamity called Kolu. They were gaslighting us to say good thing about the dead. Don't say that again. Let us remember, they don't say bad thing about dead people. But they blah, they blah, they blah. They were all over the place telling everyone how Bokohari was the father of Nigeria. You know, they just said all that. But it was all lies. Remember, even their friends in the north could see through them. You know, that in the last 2.5 years or thereabout, Bokohari has been receiving constant heat from people like us, no doubt. It didn't start today. It didn't start 2 years ago. But from the camp of Tinubu, who continue to tell everybody that the reason why things are worse off in that contraption is because of Bokohari, which is partly true, but not only. So Oshi-omo-ole seems to have stopped mourning Bokohari, and he laid it bare there. And I don't know if their friends in the north are possibly watching. If they are not, maybe you should tag them. Oshi-omo-ole.
You want to eat, you will say, I can't refuse you now. At dinner, you have another one. So you can be very well fed even if you don't have. When our guest of honor today, easily one of the most popular, outstanding Nigerian political figures that is changing the face of the Federal Capital Territory after almost about 8 years of no governance in FCT. Years on weekend, it bears repeating that at my moment when I was abandoned, even by people I fought for and I helped get elected, Governor Wike, who had attacked, demonized, fight the way we normally do it, the way I heard Rohide say it's about fight. Yeah, I know it's a big fight too. Because by my frame, I can't survive it. But by mouth, I can say it, but let it not go beyond mouth. And Governor Wike invited me to commission one of those flyovers, particularly the one in his own, near his residence. It's like putting water in the mouth of someone who is thirsty but has nowhere to get a sip of water. I did ask myself, how will I retaliate? As Idi Amin will say. Because your hospitality was so much that I said, one day, I pray that I will have the opportunity to retaliate your hostility to me. At that time, now this is talking like Uganda. I'm sure you understand. So what Governor Monday has done today is to help me to accomplish what I would have wished to do, but I'm no longer in a position to do it. So Governor Monday, I want to thank you. Thank you for being who you are. And thank you for not forgetting where you are coming from. And thank you for not forgetting who stood by you when there was doubt. And thank you for not forgetting that up to the last minute, there was someone who 4 a.m. he will be awake just to ensure that the Monday project becomes what it has become today. So thank you for your good heart. Thank you for your simplicity. Thank you for being faithful to your friends, but even much more to our state. And thank you for your sense of judgment in inviting the first person to commission a major project in Edo State. You choose to invite the one and only Governor FCT Minister of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. People, this is the moment, Your Excellency, when we must begin to put the questions. Your campaign for the re-election of our president, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, is not through television. Your campaign is through projects such as this. Those who will board these buses in comfort and pay a fee that is not exploitative, as they pray for you, they will remember that you are an APC governor, and therefore you are the representative of the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Like the people will say, when you do well for our body, anything you make we do, we go do. That's why our people they take talker. And I think people have spoken to all the things you are already doing. Maybe it's too early to begin to count.
Because we start counting now, by the time you are doing second year, I don't know, we need a longer calculator to be able to put out the numbers. For me, I am just excited. That is why I decided that after all.
Don't worry. We've heard enough. However, as the reaction keeps, tripping in to these repeated threats, and right now that they are being more specific of the kind of threats or attacks that Obi may suffer in Edo, and they should not be held responsible. That's practically that, okay. Somebody sees through that and believes that what Okpebholo and others are doing is to put a target on Obi's back. Here is a House of Representative member from Abia State speaking on the matter.
Edo State Monday, Okpebholo warned Peter Obi that he must obtain security clearance before he visits the state.
Well, first of all, let's take it in perspective. The governor and even I think his commissioner for information alleged that there were 3 people who were stampeded to death. And if there were to be so, I join many persons of goodwill in sending our condolences to the victims of this stampede. However, it's quite unfortunate that a governor will come out in such a manner, allege a situation, and in alleging that situation, he has not put forth a credible police report, medical report, to ascertain where the incident happened, but rather went on in a campaign-style event to further incite the people, to further even the way he said it is that if Peter Obi comes to Edo State, whatever he sees, he will get. That is a clear, incitement to assassination or to murder of Peter Obi. And no matter how you see it from any political perspective, the government at the national and people of goodwill, regardless of their political perspective, ought to call this governor to order, to recant what he said. You can't say that if anybody comes to your place, that whatever he sees, he gets. That means that you are indirectly telling your people that if Peter Obi, if they are in the purview of Peter Obi, they can assassinate Peter Obi, they can murder Peter Obi and nothing will happen. We're still in a democratic society. Peter Obi has a fundamental right to be in Edo or any other place otherwise minded, and he doesn't require the authorization of the governor to visit. We have a freedom of association as enshrined in our constitution, so it will be important, clearly important, that regardless of the partisan politics that is being played by the governor of Edo, that he cannot incite his people into believing that whatever they see Peter Obi in the vicinity of or the boundary of Edo State, that they can assassinate or murder him.
Right. Well, I mean, the governor has defended his remarks, saying they were misinterpreted.
Oh, well,
he has no hostility.
No, but if you look at the video, if you look at the video where he was in a campaign style, talking to his people about Peter Obi coming to Edo State, and that Peter Obi should require or should inform him before he comes, but that whatever Peter Obi sees otherwise when he comes to Edo State, that whatever he gets, he gets. The governor himself was inciting the people towards assassinating or murdering Peter Obi.
Well, I don't know if I'd go that far, but it's not the first time that this has happened. I mean, we saw the governor of Benue State doing something similar against Peter Obi. I mean, I think it was Dr. Sam Amadi who said that it is sounding like chief security threats rather than chief security officers from some APC states against non-APC politicians, and he called it a sort of militarization. Edo State Monday, Okpebholo warned Peter Obi that he must obtain.
Right. depends on how you sees it. Okay? But it must always be on record what these characters says and what they are likely up to. So that if anything happens, no one should feign ignorance, so to say, as many believes that nothing will happen to him. And you probably will say it better not. To Akpabiole and gang, whatever you like, call it, coalition or collision or collusion, they will stand by Tinubu in 2027 because they would not let you, I don't know what they are referring to, maybe you watching me, to remove Olu like you removed a Jolantan. His words, so they were going to go to their chamber afterward. Listen to this part.
Do not think that any person can just come and become president without consultation with the people of the Niger Delta region. So the Niger Delta region has assessed President Bola Ahmed Tinubu and found him fit to continue in office beyond 2027. That is the truth. No be so. No be so. So let other people who are conspiring, they did it before and move our son. This time around, we are staying in this region that the entire South region, the entire Niger Delta, will speak as one voice. We speak as one voice. And we are telling the president, on your mandate we stand. On your mandate we stand. No conspiracy from against this government that has recognized Niger Delta shall prosper. Can we shout amen? Yeah. 46 years ago was the time that they gave the Niger Delta the opportunity to produce a Senate president in the person of Dr. Joseph Wires. This is the government that has recognized Niger Delta. But you are recognized when it comes to taking your resources and abandoning your environment. Today the president has set up a university of environment, a university of sciences in Ogoniland to take care of the environment. There were many reasons. Part of it was leadership tussle. In the Niger Delta region, we have what we call periwinkle politics. Periwinkle politics is politics of the same head. Everybody bears the same head. Nobody wants to wait for his turn. Everybody feels that he should be here and not the other person. So there was always this conspiratorial situation. Each management in the NDDC, from the management itself, they will conspire against themselves. And of course, those that you met on ground, the staff, will assist you to quarrel. And shortly after, they will send you away. Maybe one of them will become acting managing director. And I realized when I was Minister of Niger Delta that was the main issue. Let me even tell you a story. The NDDC for almost 20-something years stayed in a rented apartment on Aba Road, paying 300 million a year. And that apartment or that upstairs was not connected to the national grid. It would have taken less than 70 million to do so. But it was easier for them to give out contracts for diesel to all and sundry, 300 million, 500 million a month, without connecting that place to the national grid.
Nuisance Lele. Nuisance Lele.
You know, people like that will make you sometimes, if you're like somebody who believes in God, right? At that time, you want to question God. That guy, when he was the minister of the Niger Delta, the region he came from, looted over 6 trillion naira. But I'm not exaggerating though. It actually led to a probe. 4 straight years, Akpabiole. At the end of the day, off your mic, horrible minister, off your mic. Because those who were supposed to investigate and submit their investigation, their report to indict him, they've all been bribed. Except one member of that committee that she kept asking questions. She kept asking for proof, like which money? Who did you give? He said, ask your chairman. Ask your chairman. That's that with when you see Akpabiole, every time is being that dubious and shady. That is when he will automatically turn to somebody who can't talk well. You'll be hearing, if not that one and the other one, when we come back from like that, you will barely hear what he's saying. You will think something was blocking his entire throat. You know, they were probing about missing money, 4.6 trillion naira, unaccounted for, just gone. You remember that scene? The guy who was the director of the director of accounting, that guy that fainted. That was the end of it. He got rewarded today. He's the number 3 man in Nigeria. He went back to that Niger Delta to tell them with the entire, he was minister of the place, so he was from the place. He was a governor there. From being governor, he became a senator. From being a senator, he became a minister of that region. Right? Today, he is the number 3 man, the Nigerian Senate President. I went back there, and this has been in the last 26 years. So, since the last 26 years, he's been in that system. After Obonga, Victor Atta, their first governor then, I think. Now, he went back there to tell them that on their behalf, Tinubu has done so well for them. He has established a University of Environment in Ogoniland. It's got no name. There's no University of Environment in Ogoniland. But he boldly told them there and said, well, did anybody think they can just become president of this country without consulting them? Consulting who? You are APC. Other parties are also, the people are supposed to be the one to now choose. Consult who? Consult you. You know? Protecting Tinubu is also to protect him. Oh. Don't get it wrong. Oh. If Tinubu falls, all of them are going. So it will take a longer realignment for some of them's career finishes done for the moment Tinubu falls and all of this. But there are so many of them that will rebound and they will rejoin whatever political party that is reigning there then, because they've always been colleagues. Just going to be like a change of guard. Akpabiole. And he also has this phobia for social media. In their chamber today, the Nigeria Senate, so they were discussing the issue of a state creation. So a few days ago, surprisingly, I don't know, I saw it. I was even going to cover it, but I didn't see enough, stuff to use around to say, oh, maybe it's true. And what was that? Remember the conversation around the state creation that they are currently, state police, state creation, and other stuff they are doing with that their trashy 1999 Decree 24. Yeah, good. So it was then reported in some section of their media that the senators concluded on approving 12 new states. They even said Ijebu state. Anyway, so Abduningi, the guy that got suspended for exposing the padded budget of 2023, right? That was it 2023 or 2024? February, I think. You know Abduningi? So he's part of the committee that is looking into this, their state creation, constitutional amendment, and all that. So he said, no, they had no such plan. That was an opportunity for Akpabiole to jump in and said, oh, it's those social media people. Social media will break Africa if nothing is done about it. Obsession, a bit paranoia. Let's first listen to Lingi in their chamber this morning. This was while they were harassing, assaulting Natasha, preventing her from resuming the same Senate. Inside the Senate chamber, Lingi first, please.
I will reach
And the order says, by the indulgence of the Senate and the leave of the Senate President, a senator may make a personal explanation, although there will be no question before the Senate, but no controversial matter may be brought forward, nor may debate arise upon the explanation. The terms of the proposed statement shall be submitted in details to the President of the Senate when he is leave to make it a thought. Mr. President.
Yes, proceed.
You recall from Monday last week out to the weekend.
Yes, it's my own.
There has been a ravaging social media report on a purported report that the Committee on Constitutional Review has penciled and proposed 12 states to be created. And therefore, the committee is submitting its report to the Senate. Mr. President, I'm a member of the Constitutional Review Committee. I'm equally a member that attended the zonal conference, the zonal constitutional conference committee in Maiduguri. First, our report from the zonal perspective has not been submitted to the main Constitutional Review Committee, and I've also asked other zonal leaders. Reports have not been tabled, nor submitted to the main committee. It is therefore imperative that the social media report that the National Assembly has penciled 12 states is fake, is toxic, and is an irresponsible media outlet. So it is important, Mr. President, to take this matter to Nigerians that the Senate has not, for now, sat on any committee's report from the zonal levels. The main committee is yet to even received nor evaluate any report. As a member of the review committee, Constitutional Review, we have not. The chairman of the Constitutional Review Committee is sat there, the Deputy Senate President. He has also said there was no meeting. So it is important to tell Nigerians to be aware of fake reports, especially tarnishing the image of this hollow chamber. I so submit, Mr. President.
Well, this is Senator.
I wanted to say nuisance lele, but necessary. That's all he wanted to tell them. To say, no, we have not received the report from the zones to now know what and what we are going to deliberate on. Now, we didn't want to talk that. Then he went on to first carry book. A member shall move to, okay, fine, protocol, procedure. After reading that thing, just stop and just say, you know what, we have not, but yeah, they are actors. Do you understand? They are actors. They will act, put drama around something, or nothing, rather. And it was, like I said, it was a very good opportunity for Akpabiole, the man that has his own personal, in fact, it's not the only person, there are many, a man that has his own personal phobia for the social media, because it's a place where any of them could end in a very, very bad, precarious kind of, situation. It is a place where their influence could actually dip rapidly whenever their turn, or whenever it gets to their turn. They know it. The impunity in Nigeria, the corruption in that place protects people like him, but still, he knows. Social media phobia, Akpabiole. But he had to put sinking Africa into it, not Nigeria.
Fake reports in the social media. I've always said that the social media is garbage in, garbage out. So I hope that the way the Africans who use social media will not break the society. That's my only hope. because you will see where even the appointments will be made, they will go and fake letter-headed paper and write that the person has rejected the appointment, and then they will now rush to people they know and to go and lobby for that same appointment, when the person in question does not even know that he has rejected the appointment. So this is the problem we are having with the social media. And then unfortunately, some people revel in it. They relish in social media. Any small thing, they go to social media. So I do know that the Senate, it's important the public knows that the Senate of the Federal Republic of Nigeria has not even concluded the processes of getting a final report for deliberation on constitutional amendment. And therefore, no single state, proposed or otherwise, has been created. And even if that were to be the case, it will involve all the houses or assemblies in the country. And we must get their 2/3 concurrence before anything can come back to us. And the two chambers, our House of Reps and the Senate, must also be involved. So I've seen some communities holding meetings on how they are going to develop their new states. And because the social media said states have been created for them. I think they said, how many states they said they created? 12 new states. So unfortunately, not one has even there are proposals for state creation, well over 42 or so, but not one has reached a stage where we can even say we have finished zonal deliberations or even finished national deliberation and then transmitted to state houses of assembly and then brought back to the National Assembly for deliberations and thereafter go into various the processes of making amendments or alterations to the Nigerian Constitution are very laborious and very stringent. So please, the public should be aware, as raised by Senator Nengi, that no state has been created by this August Assembly. And every report to that effect in the social media is fake. I hope people are educated with this.
Nuisance lele. Nuisance lele.
Weary man. It's got phobia. Did you hear the part where he said, and some people, any small thing, they will just rush to social media. He's talking about Natasha. Garbage in, garbage out. But these guys hired hundreds and thousands of sellers, influencers on social media. They pay them peanuts. I wanted to say they pay them well. No. They call it gigs. They pay them as little as 30,000 naira. Just to make sure that the image of Akpabiole looks good on social media. But yet, whenever it is convenient, they will tell you, social media is garbage in, garbage out. It's nothing, it's this or that, but it will break the society. No. The society that social media will break is the society of these criminals. Because this is their society. This is what they have created for you. If that breaks, simply means that their legacy project has broken. And that may be a good thing. In fact, it should be a good thing for an enlightened, long-term traumatized people. Now, talking about the alienation. Now, this is not state creation. Right now in Nigeria, INEC is doing what is called the delineation. That means aligning borders, where you probably think your border persists, your border ends, may no longer be the same place anymore. So they are remapping Nigeria, electoral place and all that. So they've done it with the Shekiris and the Yorubos and all that, and they are not happy with that. So yesterday, they took to their water from all sides to stage their displeasure, because right now, people who used to be on this part, they are no longer there. They've been moved to other parts. Not like they moved their land, but they moved their electoral map around. Tinubu's rigging for 2027 is going to be what you possibly would never understand, or not understand. You would never expect, kind of comprehend. So as all of us are talking about, they must do electoral reform. They must do this, this, and that. A lot is going on behind the scene, including this delineation. And not until this guy said, why would they do this to us? They kind of didn't seem to understand why, but they don't like it. You better check your own map. Let's go to that place. Wala is from Abuja. So some group of people sat down and they brought out their pen and they started mapping places and say, you know what, this one, move it here. So we won't call it Shekiri land anymore. It will be called these people's land. And we are talking about lands with crude oil left, right, and center. But for political power and other stuff, they've put these communities, they have always been doing that though. So they've put communities at loggerheads, you know, with each other. Politicians, you know. And somebody said, what was that? Was that a river or the road? No. That, in fact, right, was like a dispute from the ocean. That was real ocean ahead there. So that was the bank of that, which you can easily call the beach, but course, I don't know what they use that for. That spot you saw there. Because after that bridge, that long bridge there, right? You are going to the IC. Straight up. Or if you want to see a road that turned river, and you'll be asking, is that road or river? And it won't be difficult for you to know. I'll take you to Igbo-Shaki-Ogbomoso Road in Oyo State, the state of it, as of today.
ọ̀nà láti Ṣakí sí Ìgbòho mọ́ o kò sí ọ̀nà láti Ọ̀gbọ̀rọ̀ sí Ìgbòho mọ́ rárá o omi ti gba gbogbo ọ̀nà o. báyìí àwa níbi kò jẹ́ bí àwa níbi ojú ọ̀nà odò Ògùn níbi odò Ògùn làwa báyìí o ó ti já pápátá ni kò sọ́nà tí kò lè gbà kọjá o ìyẹn tó bá wà ní Ṣakí kódà ìbá ti ara ẹ̀ gbàgbó mi o kò sọ́nà rárá ni o kò sọ́nà o ẹ má gba Ọ̀gbọ̀rọ̀ wá o títí ìkíní la wà báyìí ó ti gé méjì o ó ti gé pápátá ní báyìí o ẹ bá kọ́ lu attention àwọn ìjọba wa o.
So that's a link bridge on that popular, state road. I'm not sure if it's state road because Nigeria is a very funny place, right? Just like we have, not like we have them here. Here you have the trunk A, trunk B, trunk C roads. So trunk A roads are considered as the federal government roads. So trunk B, please correct me if I'm wrong. So B is that of the states. Trunk C are meant to be the local roads, the community roads and all of that stuff. So in Nigeria, they used to battle who is going to do the road. Even though the people themselves are supposed to be like Nigerians, right? However, they will be saying that, how come this road has been like this for the past 30 years? They will say, don't blame the governor. It is a federal road. And you'll be wondering like, okay, do you have federal people and state people? So they always fight over who is to fix the road. Federal road, state road, or local government road. So that particular one is, I believe, a state road. So all it's probably needed, immediately right now is to get a new bridge constructed, a very strong one constructed ASAP, so that the people who are from the communities on the other side and those coming from this side who are going to be temporarily cut off, you know how sad they can be as well, right? People may end up that singular, accident can add extra 2 hours journey to people plying the route. Like they may have to travel somewhere else, then begin to travel back in order to continue with the road that got cut off. So that was a river that kind of like overflow and washed off the bridge. There's no report of any casualty or anybody sustaining injury, not from that video, at least. But we hope the Oyo State government, right? Probably they are already aware. If they are not, please tell them. Now let's leave Nigeria a bit. Okay, so we have Nigerians who have shared videos. These are Nigerians traveling to Philippines, I believe. And just 1 second though. So they got detained at the airport. And not only that, they also got them deported, or in the process of deporting them, they subjected them to the worst kind of human treatment. Something that seems not to be new when you begin to read the comment of people since this broke out yesterday. Nigerians who are visiting a country as tourists, and they suffer this. It's all over the place.
What happens? What happens? You recording me is bad. So I can record too. What happens? Keeping evidences. You have yours. I have mine. So let's do the searching. Can I go? I'm looking for somebody. Somebody there. Oh shit. Hello.
Yeah.
So the person that recorded the encounter is called DJ Nepudimpu. I think that's what she's called. So they were subjected to that kind of treatment, even though they were granted a visa, indeed, as tourists and all that. And when they got to their immigration, all of that happened. Nigerians have also not really been supportive. I've seen that, and it's kind of like heartbreaking, though. If you have ever been subjected to the kind of treatment ever, I have not. I've experienced something closer, but not in that horrible form, right? And I'm not a frequent flyer anyway, so then you suddenly feel like, man, I'm being treated like this because I am from Nigeria, not because I've done anything wrong. Because you don't even have to do anything wrong. But sadly, Nigerians themselves are all over them, attacking them as usual, blaming them for how they are treated in Philippines. So it go take, right, to have something called this your one Nigeria. Anyway, let's also put that aside. In the news this evening, it is said that Rotifmi, Amechi, the Ubima Judas Iscariot, has officially resigned from APC, just like others have done. El Rufaya, David Mark, Atifku, and other others. And they are all headed for their coalition. A coalition that is believed that can only really, make any sense if Obi is part of them, as much as many others are also saying it shouldn't be part of them. So the certainty of where and the direction of where they are headed is a little bit, dicey. A lot of people have jumped to a conclusion already, okay? Their coalition is being built for Atiku. And others are saying, well, for Obi to become president of Nigeria, his pathway to that will be to be Atiku's deputy, as others are also calling it a BS. So every day from now on, it is going to be much about how they are aligning and realigning. And it's going to be about their 2027. Talking about their 2027. Tinubu is believed to have politicized the death of Bokohari and all the drama, all those performances, all those performative doings during the burial. Some said that they are not really convinced in the North because they could see through the whole lie and lies. So one of them is this guy. Listen.
Top of the day, ladies and gentlemen. I hope this meets you well. First and foremost, the Tinubu administration think they are just going to come and prank Nigerians again by giving the likes of IBB's son appointment. If you like, give Buhari's son appointment. You are giving individuals that are already made appointment, and you think it's going to make us forget. No, Northern Nigeria is not going to forget. We have suffered, we are still suffering, and we are the only individuals that know what we are going through. So giving these appointments is nothing. Renaming a university after the former president, oh wow, that's actually a good thing, but that is not going to get you sympathy votes from Northern Nigeria. Never. Because we know what you've done to us, and the Tinubu administration have put us in. See, people, when Ogufi beg you for 5K before, they go beg you for 5K now. People that were able to feed themselves and their family are unable to feed themselves and their family right now. Why? Because of the stringent conditions that have been imposed by this government on Nigerians. We in Northern Nigeria, wallahi, we are not going to forget. This, you see this? It is nothing. It is nothing. If you like, go to the house of every elite in Northern Nigeria, pick their first sons and daughters, give them appointments. We would not forget. And that's not going to make the APC and the Tinubu administration get sympathy votes from Northern Nigeria. We are saying no to that this time around. No. So continue giving the appointments. Continue giving the appointment. Continue doing what you feel is better for you and what is going to save your administration come 2027. But we are not going to forget. We will never forget. Because we know the injury that your government has imposed on every Nigerian, not even Northerners. And to all Nigerians, I would always say this: if you like, allow religion to come and play a role again. To all Nigerians, if you like, allow tribe or anything to come and play a role again. This is the time for us to come together and make sure we do the right thing by putting the right individuals in office. I don't care who. Let the person be accountable. Let the person come in and change the current status quo of the suffering we are in this country. Enough is enough. And that is just it. So if the Tinubu administration go and give appointment to every single son of every elite in Northern Nigeria. The good thing is now there is a huge difference between the elites and we, the common citizens in Northern Nigeria. There is a huge difference, and even the elites know that there is suffering in the land. Peace and love. We go just there, they fold our hands, we go see us where this thing one carry us go. But you see this 2027, we are in July already. Before you know it is 2026 and 2027.
You won't need a car to travel. You won't need an aeroplane to travel. You will just say, I want to go to London. And you'll be in London. Whether you believe it or not, the time is coming when you won't
need a car to travel. So, brotherly, your message, be one kind. So let me explain. Alaye said, no matter how much Tinubu tried to bribe the Northerners and the elite especially, Tinubu will be voted out. However, they also need others. Everybody should come together. We must come together with what we have suffered under this Tinubu. We must all come together and ensure that we remove him. Remove him for who? Abu? I don't care. Anybody wait till you say they don't care or they don't know what they want and they are one Nigerianist. Believe them because they are liars. When I say believe them, I mean you believe them at your own risk. You must know what you want. You must know those who can give them to you. The obedient are those that will never tell you that they don't care anybody. No. You have to. Just say Atifku, say Obi, say Tifnumbu. Name something. You must. All this idea of I don't care is a lie. It simply means I am still available. Don't listen to what I'm saying, call you. I am still a free agent. If you do the right thing and you reach out to me, maybe I will care and we can do the second time. I have seen that many times. Have you? You should have. Come on. I have seen that many times. Director's Court. Free agent. With what you are facing in that contraption today. Like if you are living in that contraption and with what you are facing right now, you are still saying that you don't care anybody. You are a liar. Or you are a mumu. You should. If Natif Numbu, you should be bold and say, yes, Natif Numbu will give you whatever you want. Whatever the shege is, I don't know. If it is Obi, you have to say it. Obi or nothing. If it's Atifku, say it. If it's Amechi, say it. Even if it's Werewike, say it. Stop pretending I don't care. When you remove Tifnumbu, who do you think should come on after Kolu? Like if you are passionately so cared enough that to make sure that APC must go, APC must be finished. And I don't conclude that with I don't care anybody. Anybody can come. And if it is sure, say it. Say it. I think that would be my own philosophy anyway. So if you ask me, I'm not a one Nigerianist, so I don't have a dog in your fight. However, I'll be putting my money on the obedient, not because they have all it takes to get rid of this establishment, by the way, but because they are also very much a good, ready-made group that have something that is driving them, something that they believe that if they have to die, they can die for. Have you heard the obedience speak of how much they are convinced about to be? So anybody who want to remove Tifnubu must be able to say, you are removing Tifnubu for Atiku. Say it. Like these guys, I mean.
His Excellency Peter Obi, but threatening His Excellency Peter Obi for entering their states, that but threatening His Excellency Peter Obi for entering their states, that if he comes to their state, I'm talking about Edo State this time around, I'm sending a warning to the governor of Edo State that we are not joking when we say we are following Peter Obi. We give our life to it. If anything happens to Peter Obi, we hold him responsible. We are not joking. For those of them who think we are joking, they should come to a realization of the fact that we are not joking. We have bet our life on this game. Ebonyans, rise up and follow the great man, a man who will lead you to success. We are suffering. Go to the market. Check out the commodities. They are all skyrocketing. How much were you buying fuel before? How much is fuel sold now? Must we continue like that, pressmen? We need a change, a real change. And that change is Peter Obi.
Because that's what an average Runuku will also tell you. As much as you see Kolu and you laugh, a clown and more. But to the Runukus, Kolu, you are laughing. You are just a nature. The most intelligent person to lead Nigeria. For real, for real.
We are a poor nation. The ban coal will follow. They say firewood not full. They say we need to plant more trees. And they are not giving us money. We need to open our eyes, try shining, and tell the West. If you don't guarantee our finances and work with us to stop this, we are not going to comply with your climate change. They're doing.
That transmission line is a super highway. For generated electricity and power. They could not even make a down payment for a roasted corn. If we reduce the purchasing power of the people, we can further slow down the economy. Let's widen the tax net. Those who are not paying now, if it is inclusive of Bokohari Tinubu, let the net get bigger and we'll take in more taxes, and that is what we must do in the all classes. You know what they call F level? When you get failure in all the subjects that you take. F9, F8, F9, F8, FF, double F. That is his name.
I don't want to sit here and reveal all my strategy. I am the first speaker among the three of us running. So they will spy on me. So you will have a limited answer here today. Another day you can bring me back. But that's part of what I do. If we lend ourselves to innovation, we can create wonders. Yeah, it's a successful again, a town hall, different from Blue, Bulaba. And we are competing with armed robbers and the bandits to recruit from the youths who are unemployed. 33% unemployed. Recruit 50 million youths into the army and take away from their recruitment source. What they will eat? Cassava, agbado, corn in the morning, yam in the afternoon. It's growing here. You create demand and consumption. For over 5 million army of boot camps, we create our food. That's money for the farmers. That's consumption for the soldiers and skill development. Don't call them by illiterate. Don't talk about illiteracy. Anybody who can own gun, who can handle gun, who can cock gun and clean the chamber and cock and shoot is technically competent to repair a tractor in the farm. The farmer will make more money
Your lunch will not be imported. Cassava gari, the farmers will make money. The dinner will be cassava by
Turn the so-called Yahoo boys to experts in manufacturing and creation of chips that intercept and all that.
Nuisance lele. Nuisance lele.
That was the nuisance that educated people continue to spend their precious time telling the voluntary slaves to wait to fix Nigeria. The contraption. Intelligent, very intelligent. Call. And he's got a son who I think will soon be classified as intelligent. Probably he is currently the most intelligent person in Edo State. No pun intended. No pun intended. He had this to say.
Our duty is to continue to thank the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. The man that loved Edo so much. The man that brought reality to Edo State. He's doing it for us. He's funding us. And he's monitoring it. This is a man that believes in practical governance. His New Hope agenda has transformed this country. His policies have transformed this country. What else do we need again? We do not need all this pollution that is taking place at the Kogu. They are witchcraft. Witchcraft don't fly in Africa in the daytime. So their dream is only dream at night. So we have nothing to worry about at all. Come 2027. Come 2027. 2.5 million votes. It is guaranteed in Edo. I am not joking. We are going to deliver it. I want to say a big thank you. Edo land is so good today for the progress for Edo people. Thank you and God bless you all.
I'm move past you. You know Mumu reach me, guy. I swear to God. That talk, I'm move past you. I'm move past you, Gege. I'm move past you. Ask anybody. See, you go argue this thing, but I swear to God, I'm move past you. You don't see where they move before. Me, Gege, I'm move past you. I'm move past you. You know Mumu reach me, guy. I swear to God. That talk, I'm move past you. I'm move past you, Gege. I'm move past you. Ask anybody. See, you go argue this thing, but I swear to God, I'm move past you. You don't see where they move before. Me, Gege, I'm move past you.
That's the kind of mumu to mumu talk, so to say. But these are the clowns. So who are the clients? Nigerians. Ah, man, you got to shelu, man. So like what happened earlier today, when Natasha was prevented from gaining access into the Nigerian Senate, they've now sent somebody to the National Assembly to go and defend that. They disobeyed court order. Randy Peters in front of their National Assembly this afternoon.
President of this country, Nigeria police will be proud that they are police and law enforcement officers. But now, you are just tools in the hands of politicians. Your salaries, your uniform now they so. When I charge sheets, even for police station, generation fuel, they don't get money to buy. Moto, no get petrol, na old vehicles. But yet, politicians are using and misusing you. Look at what the Senate President is doing. An illegal suspension of a woman. Out of 109 senators, only 4 women. Yeah. Before he sent that petition to the committee, Akpabiole was on hot mic. He said, send her on suspension. Let the sergeant at arms take her out. He unilaterally suspended Natasha before that committee, headed by Senator Bernard Maswell. Now they say courts don't give order. he don't go appeal. The appeal was not done by the Senate. Yes. It was done by Akpabiole. Yes. It was not done by the Senate. Yes. Aisha, please go ahead.
I'm not going ahead. You are saying order. Her hand is on this thing, waiting for order to give. Is it tear?
They will give her order to go tear gas.
2018, police went to rescue kidnapper in Taraba. Military officers attacked convoy, killed 3 officers and civilians, and then the kidnapper escaped. That is the country that we live in. Law enforcement officers were killed by military, and kidnapper managed to escape. And this is the people standing here. Nigeria is not a real place.
Oh, yeah.
This injustice will not be sustained.
It cannot sustain.
And my generation will fix this country.
Yes. My country.
Under our watch, Nigeria will be
my country.
Former governor, former Senate leader, former commissioner, former NDDC minister. You are not okay. Only one woman.
Only woman. You know the shame? You know the shame? Only woman. You are not a woman.
Akpabiole.
You know the shame?
It is
only.
How many times would they tell you before you know that Nigeria is not for you? Ah! Man, they never leave you. They have left you behind. Photo, not be juju be that. Sorry, oh. May God not allow them, make them kill you.
You know? So they sent somebody to the channel's television to go and explain why they had to do that. And of course, the channel was there to hear that. This guy.
The appeal. No, let me tell you something. The appeal is not about the recall. It's not about the powers of the Senate to discipline one of its own. It's about jurisdiction. And that's all. And that area has got nothing to do.
So, Senator,
has got nothing to do
as the Senate
with
is
any other.
As
it has got nothing to do with
it. Senator Natasha stands suspended.
Well, as far as the Senate is concerned, we have said that until and when the court rules and gives a definitive order that, look, what you have done is unconstitutional, it's illegal, and anybody can point it to me. And bring it out to me.
Those are the words of the court.
My brother.
Excessive.
Yes. No. Unconstitutional is not there.
Excessive.
Unconstitutional is not there.
Did you
that
see the
is said, in my own opinion, opinion of a person is not the holding of a court. It's not judicial.
So I'm asking you, on behalf of the Senate, what is the position of the Senate?
The position of the Senate is, and as they initiated yesterday, 2 days ago, even this morning, that yes, when the order has not come, then the Senate reserves that constitutional right to now sit, consider, and see whether one of them, which is our own sister, our own colleague, the VAT are respected, because we know that we are human beings. We can err any time that when the Senate now decides, even before the end of that suspension period, if the Senate sits down and then considers recalling her, but if not, it subsists. The suspension subsists. Because
and she will not be allowed entrance or access to the National Assembly.
Our chamber is the only place that
isn't the punishment enough already.
No, our chamber is the only place that is hallowed. Anybody can get to anywhere in the National Assembly. It's a public place. We are not bothered, and we don't know. And the only thing there is that if you as Shehu, you are coming to the National Assembly with a multitude of a mob multitude, there's no way. Carrying placards, carrying flags, chanting war songs, there's no way. The security in the National Assembly will allow you in. So you as Shehu, who is not even a senator, as a journalist, if you want to try it, go there tomorrow, rent a crowd, tell a mob to start chanting war songs, clapping for you, carrying placards, raining expletives, and showing all those things unspeakable and unthinkable, and then there's no way. The security, the sergeant at arms, will allow you to come in. The only place where the senators, all strictly, is the chamber, which is the hallowed chamber, and we will never allow anything that that smokes like illegality to enter the
Senator. Let's move to other
issue. And like I told you, and like I told you, I said we are not interested in maybe watching all this kind of content creation episode anymore. So that's why we have spoken, Senator. And Senate has spoken.
Senator, so let's move.
Nuisance, Lele. Nuisance.
Remember, like I said, it is the fact that these guys have obsession with social media. They pretend to have obsession or phobia for social media, but they are always on social media themselves. They pay millions, right, to have troll farms gaslight Nigerians on social media. Social media is something that is special, or especially like pinching them. Let's talk about it anyway. So finally, this is a brief, okay? It is reported by Tinubu's NBS that Nigeria GDP rose by 3.4% in 2024. Sorry, in the first quarter of 2025, or the first half of 2025, put it that way. But I don't believe it. This is what they said. They said, okay, remember the economy of Nigeria pre-2015 was nearly $600 billion. Then they destroyed the entire economy, crashed it. When Bokohari was leaving, he actually left over $300 billion worth of economy with the GDP. How do you put that? Yeah, with the GDP put at I think at 2 or 1%, whatever, because they are all not reliable. Because any changes you see that way, right, should at least, even if it's not going to be general, right, it should be reflective in your everyday life. Inflation goes up, you feel it. It goes down, you still feel it harder, because it is called voodoo economy. Anyway, last year, it was reported that Nigeria economy has shrunk to a paltry $198 billion from nearly $600 billion. Anyway, or should I say from $340 billion that Bokohari left it or thereabouts. Tinubu shrank it so bad in 2 years that the rest of us are the testimony. You are the rest of you are the testimony of this policy of a call. So they are currently saying that the economy has now grown to $244 billion. They have their foreign reserve has now grown to 40.1 billion. Do you believe them? I'll leave you to that. People are making money though. They said they're making a lot of money from sales of their bonds, the loans and all that. And I heard that the National Assembly has also approved they've given Tinubu approval to go ahead and, take $21 billion a loan. So much. But I am going to call it a night. I will see you some other time. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Or whatever time it is you are there. But please like the broadcast, share it as you are tuning out. I'll see you later. Good night.
Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Mayegun dayari Mayegun number one. Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Mayegun dayari Mayegun number one. Mayegun ti dé o ọ̀rẹ́ ara yìí. Mayegun dayari Mayegun number one. Lórí Facebook, lórí YouTube. Mayegun dayari Mayegun number one. Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o. Máyégún Diary Náíbì number one. Bó bá ṣe eré àní Máyégún máa wí. Máyégún Diary Náíbì number one. Ó sì tún ṣe eré wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o. Máyégún Diary Náíbì number one. Máyégún Diary Diary politico. Máyégún Diary Náíbì number one. Godfatherism kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Máyégún. Máyégún Diary Náíbì number one. Ẹ farabalẹ̀ sẹ́ o kẹgọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu o. Máyégún Diary Náíbì number one. Àní Máyégún làwa mọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Máyégún Diary Náíbì number one. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Máyégún ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Lórí Facebook. Máyégún ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Lórí YouTube. Máyégún ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́. Máyégún máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Ijó ìgbádìyẹ. Máyégún máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Bí pẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o. Máyégún máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Bí gómìnà kówó jẹ. Máyégún máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Ọlọ́pàá ti ń gba rìbá. Máyégún máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o. Máyégún máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Òpùrọ́ olóṣèlú. Máyégún máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran. Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o. Máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò fẹ́ bẹ̀. Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀. Máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò fẹ́ bẹ̀. Oníkanṣá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o. Ayé. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran. Ha! Kì máa yí ṣe eré, ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Kì máa yí ṣe eré, ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Ẹni bá ti lè lẹ́bọ̀ lẹ́rù o, ọmọ bá dèrò kàṣàyè tú wọn síta. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran. Tẹnitẹni ọmọ Máyégún ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni mo fọlọ́hún ṣọ́ ẹ̀ bá kìlẹ́bù. Lóòótọ́ olódodo ìlú ọ̀tá ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni ìwọ ṣá máa ń ṣọ́ra kò sì mọ́ bẹ̀rù. Bọ́tà ń lè rí bóníṣègùn lé káwọn mọ̀mọ́ fi ṣera wọn ni ó ti dẹrùn tí wọn ò gbọ́dọ̀ sì mọ́ bẹ̀. Èèpo ọ̀bọ̀lọmọ bá dérò tàjẹ́ ò gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́, ó ti dọba lórí àbínú ẹni kò sì mọ́ fòyà. Àìsíwọ́lu ní ẹnìkẹ́ ìgbódì ẹyin lábàrá o, ó kó ẹni tó bá dán o àkàmù. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì o. Ẹni bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò òní fi wọ́n níran o.
Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.